Epic Radio.
Sometimes then day when things they go wrong in the community and people they keep quiet. But for keep quiet, no they fix the problem. Now that's make Epic Radio they bring to you blowing the whistle. Blowing the whistle like a radio show who say ordinary people them go talk about what's in really they happen. Now the community them. When are from bad road, no water, poor service, unfair treatments, and corruption. So now this show where they call out things them respectfully and honestly. And when something good they happen, where people they make progress and real change in their life, we also they talk button. This time you chance for like you speak up and follow the hear your voice and follow you ask questions when they go answer. Whether you live in a town or a village, whether you young or you a woman, or whether you a community leader or a concerned citizen, this show now for you. We don't just they talk and forget. We they follow up with the issue. So something happen. Blowing the whistle, your voice, your community, your power. Only on Epic Radio 99.3 FM.
Okay, so me family them. I don't try nearly all the water them within a salon for sale. And I don't come to realize say none of them taste as good as Sierra mineral water. Every time I drink them, it make I feel fresh and bubbly. Sierra mineral water is simply the best. I know so, but inside salon, Sierra mineral water na second to none. Any day outside of the country for sale. So, what you wait for? Go get your own pack now. Sierra mineral water.
Epic Radio.
The Epic Morning Show. I'll ask you this very simple question. If something happens to a business or property today, how fast are you able for you cover them? We make it J-Man Insurance. They are known for the fastest claim payment, so you can get back to your business without stress or delays. Plus, their premium is very affordable and also very flexible, where they work very well for you. Call J-Man Insurance on 088 220-137 or visit the headquarters on about 2 Adelaide Street and get insured today. J-Man Insurance, very trustworthy and professional. As a parent, which is you picking for healthy growth, Benimix na the answer, made from local grains and packed with 14 essential vitamins for the brain and body. No cooking, no stress. Enjoy Benimix at any time. Just make sure say BFC always there at the pack. Benimix, grow strong, grow smart. This now your big morning. Introducing Ivan Julius Lee. Good morning, Ivan. Welcome to the program. What's breaking on the show?
Good morning, Usman Ibrahim. And of course, breaking news this morning, the All People's Congress, the APC party, announced the death of the national chairman, Alhaji Minkailu Mansare, with yesterday in Dakar, Senegal. And of course, it's a sad moment for the APC party. Remember, Minkailu Mansare served in Parliament from 2002 to 2007. And also be Minister of Lands and also Minister of Mines, and he served in the capacity of Deputy Chairman under the party, and towards in death he be there as National Chairman for the All People's Congress Party.
Yes, and the APC also described that imposition as National Chairman of the APC as the CEO of the political party. I mean, it's a lot. We see this confirmation from the APC's official statement from the APC coming later. I mean, after we've received confirmation from the leader of the APC in Parliament, and we see condolence message from across the political spectrum. President Bio, the Vice President, lots of others. They expressed in sympathy with the APC at this very critical time. But it's very, very sad, just like what Bidon mentioned entirely. I mean, we continue for sending heartfelt condolence to the family and the APC at this very critical time.
And of course, in continuation to that, the Sierra Leone People's Party, the SLPP self, I mean, does send then condolence message to the APC. I mean, then say, well, it's a situation where Sierra Leone lost. I mean, not to the APC party because we don't serve as Minister of Lands and that of Minister of Mines as well. So it's a loss for Sierra Leone. It's a huge loss, and that's from the SLPP party. So in another breaking news, Usman, I mean, when it comes to social media, you go on for talk about Europe, you want to talk about America, you want to talk about Asia. But I mean, according to Sky News yesterday, the Prime Minister of UK, I mean, they announced there's going to be a ban on social media for picking them really under the age of 16 years. I mean, this has been long done debates on the gone. Some months back, I make for understanding say by 2030, UK will lose close to 1.something million. I mean, people will not get for the work because of, I mean, the use of social media. So it's a breaking news out there.
Yes, we also see President Bill make statements on this. During, I think it was the Eid celebration, President Bill said himself they push for ban social media for picking them with under 16 years old. Perhaps we will see the same measures implemented. Well, it has been successful for countries like Australia, for example. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese we don't ban social media for 16-year-olds. And also see now we see Prime Minister Keir Starmer of the UK following suit and planning to ban social media for picking them. But the effects on the future gets to be a lot, because in this day and age, technology they move the world. I mean, if you get picking them from 1 year to 16, nothing but what they happen on the internet. Can you imagine how they will prepare for the evolution of the world?
For me, waiting taking my attention much is that UK then look at by 2030, I mean, they will get an employment rate of close to 1.something million people because of, I mean,
the deficits.
Yes, exactly. For social media, how people use social media. I mean, according to what I listened to,
Ivan, like there are some people that are influencers and get millions of dollars because they make money from social media, posting videos and skits on social media. So you just can't cut the work per people.
So, but waiting me to say, like for Salonia, I mean, we get young picking them. I mean, there is this negative side of social media where people pay more attention to that of the positive side. And if you look at some Mango, they spend more time on social media instead of doing your work. I mean, some man, they are not influencer, they are not social media freak, to put it that way. But because of it, they spend time looking TikTok, Instagram, instead of them doing the work or go out there for a good friend job. I think it's a huge concern.
Yeah, the end part of the implementation, how not even for enforce them. That's the problem, because I can easily change, say, I'm born 1924 on Facebook without Facebook verifying for say yes I was born 1920 something. Well, I'm actually 10 years old. So enforcing is the hard part of the job.
You really doubt that process. I'm afraid. I'm sorry when it comes to Africa, but Europe, Asia, and America, I think they don't take into consideration about that, and I feel like they'll definitely get a way out on that.
No, the thing is, even in Australia, the people they still use VPN. They use VPN and access all the social media platforms, but they don't ban for picking them. They're still using VPN and get through these social media apps. So in everywhere, enforcing the laws can be very, very hard like this one. And President Bill saying that he wants to do the same. Let me see how Salongo pull this too.
That's all what we have time in today's edition of Breaking News. Thank you for having me.
Ivan, thank you so much. This is not the Epic Morning Show. Stay with us.
Oh, my sunshine, shining on me. Sunshine, shining on me. You are my sunshine, shining on me. Dishonesty, cause all I feel is happiness. Turning around me, I'm glad to say I caught an angel. so bright, I just stand and stare. She smiles so cool and tender. Lord, it's a given prophecy. 'Cause in my eyes, I really know she is mine. Your love is a miracle. Makes me feel powerful. Your love is a miracle. Yeah. I swear it's wonderful. Sunshine shining on me. You are my sunshine shining on me. Sun shining on me.
Okay, welcome back to the Epic Morning Show. So today on the Epic Morning Show, we'll look at the topic inside the program today, examining the new local council development plan and service delivery in the country. Well, this, of course, the local council development plan, an initiative of the Institute of Governance Reform, IGR, the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development, MOPED, and serve the World Bank. Well, according to them, they did a launching just a few days ago. They say now for push for district development in Sierra Leone over the next 5 years. Now, according to MOPED, IGR, and World Bank, the Southern districts here are Zona 8, we include Cambia, Kailaun, Putzloko, Bonth Municipal, and Koinadugu, Putzloko City, and Sef Pujaun district. Well, this will get a lot of strings attached, because it will mean say the local council them go invest in certain development in their councils, in their districts. Well, according to the Minister of Planning and Economic Development, we do the launching, it say, I could just quote from it, say the council plan now more than a document, now a blueprint for national development. It say there is no national development without district development. It say this go see local councils them invest in feeder roads, market development, and also see local money be used for school feeding, education, and other service, local social services for the people who live within the districts. And he say there can be no central planning without district development. So we look at within this local council development plan entail inside the Epic Morning Show today. Stay with us.
Your love is a miracle. Makes me feel powerful. Your love is
Okay, welcome back to the program. Introducing Elizabeth Sherif, we now senior planning officer, gender focal person. now the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development. Madam Sheriff, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
And Chef Hassan Kalon Esquire, now legal specialist, lead accountable, now the lead accountable governance projects, now the Institute of Governance Reform. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning, my brother. Thank you for having me.
And for the phone, we'll get very soon Alhaji Ansubana, Development and Planning Officer, at the Kailaun District Council. But Madam Sheriff, let's start with you. This has been spearheaded by the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development, IGR, the World Bank. But I want to give family the listen the context. Take me through this new local council development plan.
As you know already, allude, we don't develop about 20 district development plans together with IGR and UNICEF, but we do them by sets. So previously, was it 2 years ago, last year, we do 6 district development plans with IGR. Then recently, just as recent as last week, 11th of June, last Thursday, we also launched 8 district development plans. But also, we and UNICEF, we don't launch 6 district development plans. We come up to 20 in total. As you know, or as you might know, we get 22 local councils. So we still get 2 outstanding district development plans for launch. Ward C and Freetown City Council 1, but they one and they in advanced stage, and they will soon be launched.
Why not them colors?
We go by priority. We already launched the National Development Plan here in Freetown. So we think, say, the district development plans are the more a priority. Those are like the disadvantaged communities. So we take them from the district up to the national level, or to the Freetown City Council when at the national level. So now that make we start from as remote as far back as Falaba District Council, we bring all the way to Freetown City Council.
Okay, so within this entail, I mean, within the inside the plan by the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development, IGR, and the World Bank.
You mean this?
I mean, what it entail, like for different districts, them within the plan? Yes,
the districts, them all different by the geographical area, by the advantage and disadvantage where they get, the opportunities where they get. So all districts different by nature of the. For example, you go say some district need security more than infrastructure. Just an example. And some districts, they were lacking in education or were lacking in connectivity. So we focus on each area, depending on in weakness or in opportunity and in strength. We not go give food security to places like Calabar, for example, where they do thrive in agriculture. So we go look at waiting that their own priority and waiting they need based on consultations. So now we draw them plan there. So.
Okay, let's just bring in legal. Within IGR make of these plans. I mean, within this plan really entail.
Okay, thank you very much, my brother. And I think I want to again thank you for inviting me today. It's been quite a while since we became Epic. I think since Jawad been there around, so it don't date small. But I think for position why district development planning, we need to understand the whole concept of decentralization. So let's place them in context. Now, don't forget that it was under the former President Shekhar Stevens that we disbanded local councils back in the 70s or thereabouts. Now, under President Kaba, following the end of the war, and all the post-war, reconstruction and, rehabilitation and reform of institutions, in 2004, we passed, as a country, Sierra Leone, we passed the Local Government Act of 2004. Now, by that act, we reestablished local councils in this country. Now, it's important for us why local councils. Now, local councils are supposed to be by law and by design, then are agents of development at local communities. Now, because we get government at Freetown, and not so all mandate Freetown necessarily. So we need some sort of localized authority where we give resources, or they give power, where they able help people. Like my sister say, na Falaba, na Koinadugu, na Kailaung, na Kono, na all other districts of the country. So that government is not just based in Freetown. I mean, granted that even government of Freetown can go upline, they do civic days and all that. But the local government are the people are young government. So now the Falaba people are young government, now the Koinadugu people are young government. So that now the context are the way important for place. Now by law, I think that section 92 of the revised Local Government Act, local council is supposed for plan. Now, development planning is important for a number of reasons. One, it helps the councils to prioritize. Because don't forget, council they not get unlimited resources, they not get book money. So in an atmosphere of limited resources, it's important that councils prioritize, let them choose, say, okay, we get 5,000. What we could do? Lord do borehole, or Lord do school, or Lord do market. So that's important, that prioritization, very, very important. Then the other reason why council is supposed to plan, now because it's supposed to form the basis of the budget. So every council is prepared to call an annual work plan or an annual budget. Now the development plan is supposed to, by its very design and nature, now form the basis of that one day. So which is why we at the Institute, we feel really, really privileged. We feel humbled. And I think at the launch, in your preface, you talk about the minister say there can be no national planning without district or local planning. And that's so true. Because the National Development Plan are the government in blueprint for prosperity of the people of Sierra Leone. Now, the only way for actualize that one is for root time in the local realities of communities. So these plans and the ones before, all these ones were moped. And I think before I go any further, I want for single out the leadership of the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development, led by the able minister, Madam Kenya Bali. I mean, they have been so super, super cooperative and supportive. They don't provide a lot of leadership for law get to the stage. And now, of course, we can't forget World Bank, because then they give you the money for do this. So planning in itself, even if you didn't host, I mean, you have to plan. If you get your money, maybe you get 20,000 or 10,000 or 5,000 as the case may be, you have need for plan. If now you're not the plan or not in the plan, but there has to be some sort of plan, because without that, you're not going to know whether if you buy fish or meat.
Okay, let's just go through, well, we're not going to go through all, but some of them. Let's just take the Cambia district, for example. The program one, we're at the Feed Cambia district agriculture initiative, and it gets for cost, an estimated cost of 1.65 million new leons, which is 1.65 billion old leons. Yes. That's just one program, and the program two, now the human capital development, and estimated cost now 750,000 new leons. Whose side this money gets for commodities exactly?
Well, that's a very important question, because I talk about the budget, right, and the money business. So what's in that, then planning include also a costing and financing strategy, because I mean, if you do the best plan and you not cost them, and you don't get innovative strategies for raise funds, it's a problem. Now again, historically, councils have been faced with resource problems. I mean, all of them, including Freetown City. Own source revenue base is low. Most of we not agree pay taxes. I mean, and some of them are justifiable, because over time, maybe councils in the past not be done as accountable as they should have been. But we don't encourage citizens that pay your taxes. Now, when you pay, you can ask the council, say, be accountable. But if you don't pay, how you go ask the council for be accountable? So one way the councils then one fund that one day in our own source revenue generation, how for revamp that one day. Now for urban councils, it's better. If you can't Freetown, it better. You go Bo, it better. You go Kenema, it better. Because they go to the call that property cadastral system. You're actually able to map all the property them, whether in businesses, whether in households, for able to tax them so that they go pay. But the problem with that is, even where you do the best mapping, attitudes to payment is still very low. So we need to do a lot of social re-engineering for ensure that citizens know that paying taxes is in your own interest, because when services work, we all enjoy. When they don't, now we all suffer. When I turn on the switch in the morning, if the light comes on, it's good for me.
So put simply, all these programs will be entirely funded by local councils?
No, not at all. So I just give you one example, that the one for revamp the own source revenue generation base. And that goes for different councils. So I will give you example between the urban council and the rural council. Now the problem with the rural councils, say the district councils, and rural communities, you don't get big hosts, because when you want to go map hosts, you go measure, you go do some scientific study and all, whether na cement, whether na glass, all of those things, you have to evaluate the property. And then they make you say this host for pay 100 millions or 200 millions. Now the problem with rural councils is they cannot do that. So maybe you get Luma, you get markets. So don't they say councils for also, and the EU, for instance, and other partners, don't they support councils in this regard? For actually make the councils get investments. So increasing private PPP, public-private partnership, then in a one-way councils go able to go before and raise more money. But another one. But unfortunately, the biggest source of funding for the councils today, even as me, you talk so, now government money. And me, you know, see government money get difficulties because the people away, well, now government money will depend. Government get for pay creditors, government get for do this, government get for do that. So, what I think can happen, I think even last year, is sometimes government make allocations to councils, and the money not they go. Either it doesn't go, or not they go on time. So one advocacy again we don't make to government, please, we know resources are tight, but do ya fair way for let the councils get their allocations and on time. So that's one. The other one with the development partners. I mean, these, I don't talk about the EU, the World Bank has been crucial. The more we support capital projects for and on behalf of councils, the better for all of us. Because, frankly, the councils cannot progress if they don't raise their own funds. I mean, that's why in the launch, I think it was it Koinadugu, or one of the councils really make a bold promise that in the next few years they want for support 60% of all their activities from their own source revenue. Okay,
so how many estimated percentage of the funding come from local councils? Let's say for Port Loko District Council, for example, in funding, well, I'm saying the local council itself, local council government, how much percent then gets for fund, estimated percentage?
Some of them, they not some of them reports then, but the truth is, even with the best of intentions, the councils they're in a pretty difficult environment. But we can do it. I mean, it's not like possible. It's very, very possible. So right now, it's almost like 70-30. Government, they fund 70% of the activities. Then the 30% they come up from maybe partners, own source revenue. For most councils, own source revenue really, really, really paltry. It's small. Not enough for gets them to the level where we need for transform communities. So I think I'll have to use this platform, and you go away from the council person just now, but I get to use this platform on behalf of the local councils for advocate. Private sector, please come on board. The councils need all the help we give them. Of course, we need for put in place controls and checks, but give the support first, and then we could put in place the controls. Or we can still do the controls alongside the resources. So that's one. Private sector, good. Citizens, ordinary, me and you, pay your taxes, pay your property tax, pay the council, the money that you owe to council, pay it to them. Of course, again, accountability important. We have to ask those questions.
Let's just bring in Madam Sherif from the Ministry of Planning. Madam Sherif, exactly how the Ministry of Planning plan for actually monitor for, say, we could get implementation of these development plans them. And because this is very, very huge. I mean, you talk about post-local district council, for example, it gets falls to do with feeder roads. I mean, the local council helping to fund the construction of feeder roads. Also, I seen on education, constructing 12 new secondary schools, rehabilitating 50 schools, expanding classrooms in overcrowded schools, except for provide furnitures and materials, lots of things them we then get for cover in these development plans them. How will it be monitored?
Well, a good follow, say every development plan gets a what we call monitoring framework, the M&E aspect of the plan. And all of them plans here so get targets where we for meet by a certain period when at 2030, we aligned to the medium-term national development plan, the national one. So we monitoring and evaluation department within the ministry, and we also get NAMIA, when at the National Monitoring and Evaluation Agency, where we go share the document here so with them. And then we be even invite NAMIA in the launch of the district development plans them. So as we go, these are the baseline year 2026. As we go, we monitor and evaluate and report accordingly to government as well as development partners. And MOPED very accountable. MOPED will be held accountable for the implementation of the development plans target here. So.
I'm sure if putting a government commitment in funding, how much percent?
Every document, every district development plan gets in your target. It's not a one target for all of them. Everything then are the documents them. But we rely on Ministry of Finance a lot for disburse them fund there, so for implement the targets that we don't set, as well as development partners. Unfortunately, the funding from development partners don't really cut short ever since Donald Trump. The AID support them cut off from since Donald Trump.
But there are still other partners.
Yes.
The European Union and so. You cannot depend on just America.
We all know, say, US now the biggest funder in development support. So unfortunately, once that one they cut off, so everybody else is struggle. So now that make we in INFF instruments back in the Ministry of Planning. So we call on private partners and diaspora for everybody for come on board for produce more and more funding so that we go able for fund with development programs and not depend on donor partners alone.
Okay, on the phone we get Alhaji Nsumana, Development and Planning Officer, na the Kailaon District Council. Mr. Nsumana, good morning. Welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Good morning, listeners. Good morning, Epic Radio and colleagues in the studio.
Okay, Mr. Nsumana, exactly within the post-local Kailaon District Council make of this local government plan?
The local government plan, local council's development plan, as we all know, now the strategic instrument will be used for deliver services now the districts them and the cities where they're governed by the councils. And that plan they now in the GIWI strategic direction and vision, now in the GIWI improve service delivery. It also improve resource mobilization and budgeting. It also give people the opportunity for them participate in governance and decision making, and for make them prioritize their own development where they want. Now then community them. It also they coordinate development interventions, and it also they give the opportunity for we make decision on evidence based. But also they give the opportunity for we monitor, evaluate, and accountable to the people for the resources for we use at council level. They align national development priorities, and they promote local, most importantly, a development plan, they promote local economic development. So if you look at the development plan, all of them are embedded inside the local council's development plan, as well as the resilience and sustainable development in the community as well they serve.
Mr. Nsumana, exactly how the Kailaun District Council plan for increase on revenue generation? Because, I mean, the council will also, these projects also need the council a chunk of a fund from the council for police too. How the council plan for increase on revenue generation?
All over the country, the challenge we get at the district councils then for collect revenue a very common. But Kailaun District Council bold enough for take a strategic direction on how for increase the revenue at the district. In the first place, we know say the scope of the district is so big, so much so that enough about like a city where you just go get a day or two for make it go round for collect revenue. In the district, then sometimes and they will left the district headquarters and go to one community, like they go there 50 miles. So for make we improve on that system, they make we get revenue and support the plan them. The plan will get now for make we introduce digital revenue collection system, where if you did 50, 10 miles, 20 miles, you no need for come at the district headquarters town for pay 100 leons or 50 leons, when your revenue and pay 500 leons transport for make you can pay a small revenue. So the simple way we want for Duam now for make we revenue system digital so that everybody go get willingness for pay. Because over the years we know say one part of the thing that way they make people not they pay revenue and where they stifle service delivery and development na Kailaun na the fact say people no go get mind for pay boku transport and can pay small tax. So then we decide for sit down back and not pay.
How many estimated registered businesses them they na Kailaun as of this moment? You know, fam?
Yeah, of course we get now with database we get up to 800 registered business. You know, say the districts they not be like the city who say business than the boku. We get up to 800 to 900 businesses at the cadastral system. So, but in as much as their business then they boku small, but their business and they own are their small petty trade, their small scale businesses where not really give you much revenue value.
So how much the Kailaun District Council they make every year in revenue generation?
Well, Kailaun District Council, I will take out for 2024, 2025, these 3 years. 2024, we make slightly about $1 million in millions. Inside 2025, we make 1,500,000, very close to 2 million. And in 2026, with the intervention of one of the biggest donor them, when the European Union, we get projects for enhanced revenue generation and service delivery in the district. We implement that project right now. We don't do several capacity building. We don't do several activities that way they enhance revenue. And so as it is now, we not even done second quarter it. We not able for double last year. We not able for even pass the target we get last year. We now like around 2 million leos, 2 million oleos, new leos. Sorry.
Okay, Mr. Nsumana, what's your last message for Fambul with the listen?
My last message now to Fambul with the listen for make them know say the development plan we will use not in any way contravene the national development plan, one of the medium-term national development plan. People therefore know say the plan them way the local councils then they use these are plans we align to the priorities of the national plan. And as much as it aligns to the priorities of the national plan, no means say the districts do not forget their own specific priorities then where they want to address, we embed into them national priorities then. So we deal with the central government, we deal with the central development, and whatever development will take place now the districts them, now the councils them, also the translates the transcend to the national development and all. We all go get the good thing where we all the desire for Salone.
Okay, Inemna Alhaji Nsumana, Development and Planning Officer at the Kailaun District Council. Thank you so much for joining me this morning inside the Epic Morning Show.
Thank you so much, Epic Radio.
Okay, let's just get on to you, Madam Sheriff. I mean, Ansumana just mentioned for say, well, about 1 million unions, 90 Kailaon District Council just make over a year ago. And the financial summary of the Kailaon District Council Lion plan for the next 5 years, they say again for cost approximately overall development, the plans, 250 million leons. And then they make 1 million as of now, 1 million leons for the entire year. So and according to this plan, now that the council gets for pull about 20% of the fund in this, how likely things say this could be successful?
From in reports, things look gloomy, but we know they give up. We continue for call on government, for central government to say, for disburse the funds them where the people in need as long as they're available, and for disburse them on time. And then the rest of the revenue where we need for implement them plan here, so we go get them from private-public partnership, the PPP, we they get them from donor partners. Now that make we need forget with priorities, and not all things we go able for address, but with priorities we go able for communicate clearly to development partners that this is what we need, this is how much we need, and waiting at the gap, and waiting at the funds were available, and then minus the waiting we need. So we go call on various development partners for fill up then gap here, so within the time where we don't set the target when at 2030.
So if we don't make any efforts at all, we don't make any improvement in revenue generation for Kailaon District, let's say from 1% it doubled to 2%. What about the remaining 18%? Now the development partners them go cover that one, then because development partners inside this plan gets for cover about 35% of the project cost, and government gets the 45%. Gets now the local council with the 35%.
So every district development plan get like 3 sources of revenue for implement the targets them. You get the own source revenue, you get revenue from the central government, we also get from, in fact, 4 private-public partnership and then development partners. So we go get for CDOM and engage with partners, with central government together with WISEF, and then know how we go gather them funds here, so within the term, and then disburse the funds them we need. Definitely governments are able to do everything, and we know also they depend on partners them for support if we not able for support we safe. And then we they try forget ways and means then we will go able to get more and more own source revenue for fund with development plans them.
Okay, let's just bring you legal. You think the assurance there from government? Well, let's just see development partners then for say that percentage of waiting and for it really go come.
You know that's a question for government. But what I will say from Musa Usidom, I think again, let's just make those are projections. Then percentages, not projections, right? They estimate say this percent will come out from government, this will come out from own source. The reality might be different. Now, I think I don't harp on them enough on the councils, the inability for raising enough resources. I think one of the calls that they make, really, I mean, just to make this point, some councils actually get hostels. Some don't, privatize like the stadium, like the field, the community field. Some get other. In Kenema, for instance, you get this morgue, the funeral home where EU go. So EU they support some innovative public-private partnership projects. I think that's a way to go. Now, on government in your side, government obviously has to do it more. I mean, put your money where your mouth is. If these are sub-government agencies, and we talk about devolution, some of the functions of central government have been devolved to local councils. So surely, devolution not only be in terms of, I don't devolve in name only. It has to be followed by resources. So resource devolution and decentralization now ain't going to ensure that the process complete. So that is not debatable at all. But I think what's important for notes now that one other area we want to explore, where we don't encourage councils for exploring the diaspora. So for instance, if you talk about Kailan district or Kono, you get thriving diaspora communities where they come, maybe end of year, December, can host programs and all that. Now, we don't encourage every council for get in touch with the diaspora community. And every year, for instance, in this plan, let the diaspora community identify one project we then go able fund. So we then small resources. I mean, we also, if you travel, you don't go to some areas where you go to the airport and you see small box, say for the Red Cross. If you get small thing, you go to Opandi. I think even things like that. So we just care for things outside the box, because the truth is, government will able fund all the activities and then plan here. And as you said, don't they read? They are quite ambitious. They are. Mm-hmm. But the need for be, because if you look at them communities, them, I mean, they've been historically poor. Historically poor. Services, they don't. You see people, they live in extreme poverty. So the only way for transforming the communities from this level where they're now to prosperity, now for be ambitious. So whether these are achievable over the course of 5 years, the devil will be in the details. But I think...
So IGI cannot tell whether it will be achievable over the next 5 years?
So that's why we do journey with the councils.
No, you cannot tell, not just a projection right now. Not so like we expect, yes, it gets to happen over the next 5 years.
So I'll give you an example. Right now, we don't launch the medium-term national development scorecard. The what we call, I mean, Institute for Governance Reform. We call it the service delivery, the saloon development scorecard. Yeah, we don't measure the progress on the medium-term national development plan indicators, the outcomes. Someday we will not do much yet as a country. Yet we don't plan them. So a plan is a plan, but of course a plan has to be ambitious. There is a dose of realism, but trust me, the most ambitious planner can always be achieved 100%. So I think we have to speak truth to power. We therefore say, government, please
so how
up
many
your game.
% of these things will be achievable?
No, I'm not going to say that. Don't put me on the spot on that in that case, because I'm not going to tell you now. If I tell you, I'll be lying. Now, again, I think I'll just make this clarification. Even when we speak ahead of this program, you're like, give me the plan. It's not a plan. These are 8 different plans, each of them rooted in the realities of the local people. So the plan Kono, it go different from the plan Falaba. The plan Kwanadu go different from the one of Poloko. That's the first thing. So now the people of Poloko, now they Sidom, not a we supported them.
But they say now this we need, you know?
Yes.
Now then Sidom, so the council for spend money.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now then Sidom say, okay, what's not the thing that we need in this community? So maybe if we don't talk about the process. Now then Sidom, it was consultative and participatory.
Right.
So not a we. So ultimately, it's not really for me for Sidom and tell you, say, 60% achievable or 70%. The role we have.
But you can tell me it's achievable. You can tell me from
you. Can I finish?
You cannot tell.
No, Mr. Maral, let me finish.
Yes.
Please. I'm still on my foot. Waiting, we need me, you, the councils, the media, everybody, is to market these plans. Let we aggressively market them. Let more and more people come on board. The diaspora communities, the private sector, development partners, government, of course. Follow we support the councils to achieve them.
But I'm sharing from government sides. Well, legal say he cannot tell how much percent achievable, but we do not expect say how much percent government thinks say we're not able to achieve in this plan them over the next 5 years. Because just like way legal mentioned, he say these are very ambitious plans.
They are. We not expect we plans them fulfill. Otherwise, we're not going to involve and invest so much in them plans they are so fulfill. But definitely we cannot tell. As we go, we measure progress, we track progress as we go on the implementations of them plan they are so. But with the shadow reporting from IGI, I make mention of that. They track about 100 indicators from the MTNDP. Yeah. So according to the studies and a survey we then do, about 30 of those indicators have been achieved. And then also 1/3 of those, they are still in progress, whilst the rest of the indicators, them where them survey on, where they measure on, they not make much or significant achievement on those yet. So apart from those, we get more and more indicators, but not all then do survey on. We self-get we all reports on the implementation so far from NAMIA, and we own internal M&E department. I'm not going to talk on behalf of we sector experts, we're at the M&E department, but we don't make significant progress in terms of achieving we target from the medium-term national development plans.
Yes, and the Feed Kailaun initiative will cost about 75 million new loans, and we're now about 30% of the estimated cost, approximate cost for over the next 5 years. It in line with the Feed Salon agenda? I mean, is it the Feed Salon agenda or a different initiative?
No, not a different initiative at all. As you are from with DPO from Kailaun District Council, then development plan here, so the district want them completely aligned with the national development plan. As you know, the previous flagship program of the education for the previous one, the 2019 and 2023 medium-term national development plan. But this time, we focus now on Feed Salon. So we know what hunger can do to even productivity, and we're not going to be able to achieve anything if first of all the people are angry. So now that's not the basis we make government decide, say, this time we will go for Feed Salon as a flagship program. Kailaun and all other district council plans get targets for feed the people of all the districts and ultimately the country.
So
Feed
like
Salon
funding, let them generate funds and feed themselves. Because you also see for Bomb District, it's 10 million
just for fund themselves, not just for raise revenue by themselves. I don't make mention of the various sources of revenue where governments they look up to, even from we on side where they try to get revenue for we serve for development, for develop their or for achieve their expectations here. So own source revenue, we need them. Central government serve the support for achieve them target here. So, and as I say, we they explore innovative ways for get money for fund we ambitions them.
Yeah, but most of the one there, so now government, the central government's responsibility,
yes,
like the construction of feeder roads, now their responsibility. You know, they say it's central government who actually do those instead of the local councils.
We need support. Government, as I say, government alone not able to do everything.
But it is government's
so
responsibility.
We need for partner. Yes, we need for
government's responsibility.
Yes, with the partner.
The local council gets other priorities, other things where they actually need for deal with instead of this one. The
local council own priority not different for. Of course, now that make we they make consultation. We know the grab and decide saying that this the people in need and so and so way we need for get and with the partner and with the consult with the local people and the local councils them for decide on what we need and how we for go about the strategy where we don't map out for achieve then target here so. And
how waiting at the plan for different councils them? Well, we just not talk about the Kailaun district.
Yes.
Well, Kailaun district council, according to the person we just talked to, and someone I say 1 million I need to make. Well, the project expects them for about 20 million, and can you just 1 million to 20 million? How about other districts them? Waiting at the plan for generate enough revenues of these councils then?
Make I come back to the INFF program when an integrated financing framework, national financing framework. We get ways them where we they call on diaspora for invest more. That's one way. The own source revenue na other way. We ask business people and we call on business people and for pay them taxes and be more interested in investing.
How na plan for attract those investments? Well, it's not just about plan for doing, but as in we want fully to invest in this local this district them, but waiting on the plan how for make the investment be attractive.
We get with INFF again. I come back to that. We get with committee members, then we get strategies the way we don't map out. I'm not going to disclose them now, or like they handy at the moment. But we get strategies the way we don't map out for encourage business partners, diaspora communities, even petty traders, and every way we're able to get income and revenue for support with development programs them. And also government taxes, may you to the pay tax, I believe you have the pay tax. So all the money then they will be put together. We positive say we go able for fund, if even not all we target them, but significant amount of we ambitions them will be funded.
Council, anything else for say before we go for break?
I think it's just important for layout the decentralization process. I mean, when you talk about devolution, it means powers and they we share between central government and local government agencies. So you be talk about feeder roads, rural water, basic, senior primary and secondary school. Some of those are under direct supervision of local councils. So
well, for supervise, but constructing them is the responsibility of the central government.
Well, governments, so that's the thing. There's a synergy between central government and local government. So some money they come off from central government, it goes to local councils. Some project the local central government agencies they go implement, but local councils now then get primacy for supervise and ensure that it goes well. So it's important for know the dynamics. So, but the thing what I want to quickly mention at the presence of NACSA, the National Commission for Social Action, they were at the launch. Now NACSA enrolled, even post-war, is very, very significant. NACSA and the government agency, we really can support a lot of them community development projects. So it's also our hope that through NACSA, councils can also able to channel some of those resources. So even when you talk about feeder roads, there are lots of projects where NACSA they support, where councils go able to benefit from. So I think what we are calling for, if I need to restate this, a 360-degree cooperation from everybody. All hands on deck. Central government, of course, number one, like how you they say. But beyond that, over and beyond that, private sector, the diaspora, local citizens, businesses, because some of these questions we they ask, of course now the councils will able to answer them directly because it's about them in particular. Now at the central government level, MOPE can do all the policy directives. They can set the policy framework. But ultimately, it's the councils that will implement them. Now the councils get to implement these plans. Yeah?
Okay.
So I feel like we roll, and part of Unayo role as well, I would think, is to support them as much as we can for journey with them. So we not just they prepare these plans and left for. We know they left. We'll be with them. We they get local civil society partners where they monitor the implementation of these plans. Who will go to council meetings, who will attend their functions.
Okay, we'll go for a very short break. But there's this thought to be fully left me madam. Why is it that until this moment, well, we are into 8 years of President Bio's leadership, we still, that percentage of foreign donors support what we need for we national development plans them? I mean, up until this moment, because if the donors do not carry the money, these plans we'll talk about today, it will be highly unlikely for SIGA to be successful over the next 5 years. Why is it that up until today, we're still so dependent on foreign donors them, even for we own project them, local councils in fact?
We're not entirely dependent on donor partners. Now that reality don't really hit hard from the Trump effect, as we all know, funding don't cut short drastically. We think of innovative ways then where we were able to fund we own development projects them and not rely entirely or majorly on development partners.
Well, this plan rely a lot on donor funding. No. Because there are some councils, donor funding is about 35% expected for CAM.
That's not
35%. That means without their funding, it could be highly unlikely for Sego to be successful.
No, 35%. That's not even half of what we need. It's not even up to 50%. If now 50% or more, then you will say
and those are
majorly
projections.
yes.
No,
yes.
what I'm saying, even with government, the 45% is expected from government. It not get for many will say not going to be possible for the government will give exactly all the amount of money there. We can even see year in year out where ministries them can go say, hey, we need this money, we need 17 billion leons next year for one way activities. Government can just say, okay, let's give una 11 billion. So even now when I expect the government to give about 45% or so, it may not be likely for the government to get that 45% stay. So we really to this high extent depend on these foreign donors them for support.
No, 45% as against 35%, which means now government they take the huge
but
chunk
it
of
cannot be successful without donor support.
Of course, governments are able to do everything without.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
But major part of the development ambitions in the government they carry so government they take more than waiting development partners them.
You get the Minister of Agriculture he say the Tomabom Rights Project, for example, about 45% of the money I think he mentioned from the donors them not still come it in full. So we don't get these constraints we say we depend on international donors them for actually invest on we own national development plans.
Yeah, the truth is, if you go back to NRA now, the National Revenue Authority, and look at their figures in terms of the revenue where they don't raise, even at national level, we still get shortfall in revenue. That's the truth. And the reality that we face as a country. So which means you talk about development partners. Yes, it should not be the case. Yes, it's not ideal. But not so it be right now. Which is why we say we have to look inwards. Because there's no way this country and local councils, by extension, will go before if we don't raise our own monies and spend our own resources. And we get enough. By the way, we have enough. So I think one point where I need to quickly mention that the chiefdom development plans where the minister mentioned. Now he said they want to do flagship Marampa and I think Masimera or something.
Yes, pilots.
Those pilots.
Projects, yes.
Now, some of those communities are mining communities. They go give, them revenue from the mines and the mineral resources. The question has always been, how do you utilize those for support local communities?
All right.
And are the problem, Andy, over time.
Okay.
So we have to. It's a national conversation. In a good way, you don't raise them. But I think we have to continue to think about it and do more.
Okay, we need to go for a very short break. You're still there with the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Around the world on myepiconline.com, Choice FM, Radio Garden, and self live na Pujaun District via Radio Zimi. The Morning Show also the live on Facebook and self live on YouTube. After this very short break, we will take calls inside the program.
1xBet, your game has no limits. In 1x game section, you'll find hits, crash, burning hot, crystal, western slot. Each game is a separate world with real winnings. Play on website or in the app. Visit the 1xbet.sl and use a SL126 promo code to get a 200% bonus up to 2,800 Sierra Leonean Leones. 1x Games, a world of games, wherever you are.
Sometimes then when things they go wrong in the community and people they keep quiet. But for keep quiet, not to fix the problem. Now that's make Epic Radio they bring to you Blowing the Whistle. Blowing the Whistle like a radio show who say ordinary people them go talk about what's in really they happen. Now the community them. Whether from bad road, no water, poor service, unfair treatments, and corruption. So now this show, where they call out things them respectfully and honestly. And when something good they happen, where people they make progress and real change in their life, we also they talk button. This now you chance, for like you speak up and for like you hear your voice and for like you ask questions when they go answer. Whether you live in a town or a village, whether you young or you a woman, or whether you a community leader or a concerned citizen, this show now for you. We not just they talk and forget, we they follow up with the issue, so something happen. Blowing the Whistle, your voice, your community, your power, only on Epic Radio 99.3 FM.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Epic Radio. Good morning, Mara.
Yeah, Malaika, good morning.
Malaika speaking to call from Scandal. Actually, to me, them project here is very important. But government not going to be fair to expect the future city council to be specific. Because you don't see projects them they come as long as when they come to the city council. Government not in favor of them projects then they. When they talk about taking the strength from the people, one project can be come for take money from the people and develop them. Government reluctantly refuse to support city council. To the effect that the people then go back with the money. This project, government they appreciate them because I believe say it come through them. So that is not being fair to the people, not to even the city council. Now the people will vote them in, which is very bad. Then madam they talk about flashy programs of the government. And they talk about education and feed salon. Those are misplaced programs. Because even the education where they talk about, don't be effective. And they lie to the people and say that they give them free education. Where free education, section 9, subsection 2, say all governments will give free education compulsory. They're not a favor. If they talk about feed salon, people don't know that because of angry. Not to push somebody kill people there, angry. It's not an intervention of the Chinese people now where can give last year to this year respectively thousands of tons of rice. Let's see, I don't know how much you go to buy it. So those are misplaced priorities for programs.
Malaika,
thank you.
Malaika, thank you. Call we on 079-994-993. Call we inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
You name inside the call from the Lion?
Yes, sir. How do you morning, sir?
You
see one thing, like a city council now disgraceful in this country. I tell you. Because if you watch plenty side and they will say city council for make money, very good money na the world. Where this like this city council about the way where they harass. When I go see government side, it will go. The people they want to buy jobs. They want to buy jobs. They go buy jobs when have 4 million. You receipt where they give you. It had a reflect that 4 million. So they buy 2 million, 3 million something. You receipt where they give you. It had a reflect to them. When you come, you say they go take your driving license. Where the money where they pay, bra, where they look the receipt, not so the money where they pay, not so that all government institutions, bra, you go pay any time where you go pay for something. You need the money where pay for, you need a scam. So I can so feel that money they say Salomon they pay tax. It is happening. Now who you go pay for something? Why you need to give the receipt? Say yes, now this you pay. No government institution all day. Now this country where they go, you pay for something. Then you correct receipt.
Okay, Delayo, thank you.
They are not disgrace, but thank you very much.
Okay, 079-994-993. Call we inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Yeah, good morning. Bakar from Ghana.
Bakar, go ahead.
We can really happy to that kind of program here, and let God continue to bless Epic Radio. Because it's not to be Epic Radio by this time, people just the blame City Council. As we said, everything to written with Madam explain. We don't see inside City Council we don't count so many projects there. We at the end of the day, the government and the fight against the City Council. Number one, they get side away if they go and put transfer stations there. Side and the government go and broke. And like they to City Council, maybe say in terms of place and other things, then they forget access to that. They pull up from City Council, they say a land people go. And get so many things them with them block City Council for let them even appeal. Then take to this woman. If you want to relocate them another side, the government not even give them fees. Take to wait everything that happen to what the development where the mayor and the City Council they decide for bring up. Then they say like politics. They make sure say they mass everything. Go against the woman, tell her about corruption, tell everything, single thing, put something them to council. So it means we see say the government and they suppress the City Council instead of they help the council for we able to say the city clean, the city there at that kind of level. Nothing.
All right.
If that they say that they give subvention, we don't know how they pull out. Thank you.
079-994-993. Call we inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
You didn't decide the call from?
Mr. Cole Farm.
Mr. Cole, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. I still look into the word fit salon. Up to now, I'm not able to adjust to that word because when you...
Okay, Mr. Cole, do call back. 079-994-993. Call we inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show today. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Summer.
Anamta, good morning.
Thank you very much, Lapoa. Niboda Bakal, you do very well know, say, Akisha, that the worst meal ever in this city. Now, I have born now men, tear there, I don't pass 50, verse 60. Now, the worst meal. Think about them, they Forest, this what, then about the Gibson, then, and Newman, this, even to this last meal, Body Gibson them, you know, compare them performance to Akisoya. This council, if it had been sober meal there, no council will make money with this meal at the city. It's not possible, but even when can enforce them, they can't people like Tawa for pay tax, they can't money pool, the cleanliness, but it's disappointing now people, they don't remember tax business. So, Bibora, who now they, Usabi, take police Victoria Park. If you don't know what the mayor be concentrate, do the kind way now for park motoka, I think about 20,000 for the, and then out and drum. We can park now, we come with the car, you pay back with the inside. It take a go lease some to this guy, Buski. That's what me or one day, bra. When inside the game money, they take a go give it. Now the country take dirty for go. You don't fail because we the trouble say government catch us. If you the owner you boss, you state your government. Now your other party, no, you can only the politics to talk to the worker. What do you expect? Concentrate on work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
079-994-993. Call inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Cole again from Cole Farm.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Cole.
As I said, I still forget this word fit salon up to today. I don't know actually why they give and in the fit salon. What you talk about fit salon is mean infrastructure, bridges, road, buildings, this and that. But what you want to say fit Sierra Leonean, I think that will have been the best word. Fit Sierra Leonean. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Cole. 079-994-993. Call we inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning. Hello? Okay, let's ask you this very simple question. If something happened to a business or property today, how fast you cable for recover them? We're making it J-Man Insurance. They are known for the fastest claim payments, so you can get back to a business without any stress or delay. Plus, the premium, they're very affordable and also very flexible, where they work very well for you. Call J-Man Insurance on 088-220-137 or visit the headquarters on number 2 Adelaide Street and get insured today. J-Man Insurance, very trustworthy and professionals. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
You never know the call from?
Concerned citizen, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll be follow up the program. I already answer the say. But talk all things though. If I call about Williams back, say it better pass in the presence mail. Who knows how it come from? Yeah? We all are born and women. All the way they call so them body Gibson, what's in them do? Nothing they're not doing in this country. They compare it with Yvonne. What about that business? The next I don't know go before. Thank you.
Okay. I go encourage listeners and callers for please focus on the topic at hand. We will get a special discussion for evaluate the performance of the mayor of Freetown when you compare them to other former mayors them. But we'll take 2 more calls and wrap up the first segment of the Epic Morning Show.
Hello,
good morning.
Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, concerned citizen. And the comparison way that board and stuff of me, if we can go through back, there is a problem along the line between central government and local government. Now I want to get time for make an analysis If they not try to do something for this thing, it will always be a problem between central government and local government. The willingness of the only one side, and then they try to respond to another company. Likewise, party A will kind of power. Or let him make sure say he supports the local government needed one. What if the party B then a power? Now the same thing they do here before NBN will make today this country will call. A brother don't make a proper analysis. So us, it will be very genuine enough if they did try.
Okay, thank you so much. We'll take one more call. 079-994-993. Call inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Yeah, Noah.
Noah, go ahead. 1 minute.
Yeah, I just worry and concern for the development expert the way to go around defense strategy for full money in the international community. And my friends, you should look for homegrown solution now in governance. This Trump don't tell us say when I'm minding my own problem. When I left for the care when I problem going to the West. We go for left this lobby for money from the international. They don't get time for we. They're so distracted with their own agendas. We're not going to really pay attention. So if we're not ready for data governance with homegrown solutions, economic strategies that will be sustainable and dependable, you guys never for deliver to this country. So now take note.
Okay, thank you so much. Do you want a coffee where they wake you up instantly? You look for something smooth, that smooth or aromatic taste we can enjoy at any time. You need energy for stay active all day. Our Cafe has got you covered. It is 100% pure, smooth and aromatic, will keep you feeling energetic and active all day. Just add hot water and enjoy a bold cup where they fit perfectly into a busy lifestyle. Our Cafe, stay energetic, stay active all day. Brought to you by Karel. We're not going to take any more call inside the program. Make sure you talk about my studio guest them for respond to the various callers them this morning. Elizabeth, you want to start?
Well, first of all, the most important caller where I want for address now the one on the free education where kind of attack we say it's all lies and corruption. But I believe say we all get a role for play for push development agenda of Salongo before. If government don't say na free education and then you participate in any corruption, you self know the help. You don't already participate in corruption and then you come and say it's a lie and not free education, not the work free education, it's a scam and all of that. We all get a role for play in pushing the country forward. We all need partnership with local government, with people, with private citizens, with business, with development partners. Government alone not able for push with development agenda without the cooperation of everybody involved, all the actors them involved.
Council.
All right. I want to say thanks to all the callers. And I feel like this is a mark of a thriving democracy. We know say every time we don't do the Afrobarometer surveys, it's alone with democracy has been rated strongly. I mean, obviously we get small issues here and there, but it's not perfect. But the fact that our kind of epic, I can talk to ordinary citizens and citizens when I can open phone and then call, give their views on various issues around governance. That's a true mark of how far we don't come as a country. I'm not going to go into, I see a lot of the issues that are around Freetown City, and it's obvious. At the beginning of my statement, I've been saying, local councils are agents of development. So every citizen, the council where they near you, na in a young council. So what could people have Freetown in there where they listen with? So it's obvious that our Freetown City Council issues na in there people in mind. But I think when you talk about the issues around Freetown City, whilst I know you're going to the specifics, it underscores the need for waiting Elizabeth say collaboration. So no local government units, no local council not go improve, not go develop if they don't collaborate with central government, with development partners. I think that's the first point I need to underscore. We have to have collaboration and cooperation. then they will not go overstate time. Because the more we talk, the more we cooperate, the more we find solutions to common problems. I mean, I talked before. Me said they live in Freetown. We like it's not that we all feel like, no, so. So we all see the problem. So we all need to find the solutions. And the other thing where the callers remind me of, now the fact that we need to find innovative financing strategies. I think even the last caller make that call there. And I go join them. Say, don't rely on donors. Don't rely on development partners alone. Because they get their own issues. True. Which is why we call on everybody. Ordinary citizens, pay your taxes. Businesses, pay your business taxes. And then let's support the councils. They should be accountable, yes. But Lord, we support them. Lord, we pay with taxes. Lord, we pay the resources. Lord, help them for raise the revenue. And it's not one man's business. Like when my brother, they say, if una want. No, not if them want. If we want. It's collective. Now we, on behalf of the people of Sierra Leone. Now, me not get other passports. I don't know about Elizabeth, but me na saloon passport no more I get. And even Nande, not so that sky blue. Now the normal one, the ordinary passport. So when they go, while they travel, you go to Vamp and queue.
All right.
Now the fact is, Sierra Leone are the only country who can call home so far. It behoves all of us for put hands on them and do the best we can for our country.
Thank you so much. Hassan Kalon Esquire, legal specialist, lead accountable governance, na the lead accountable governance project, na the Institute of Governance Reform. We get earlier on the phone Alhaji and Sumana, development and planning officer at the Kailaun District Council, and Seth in the studio Elizabeth Sherif, senior planning officer, gender focal person at the Ministry for Planning and Economic Development. Thank you so much for una time inside the Epic Morning Show. Up next, we'll get sports and entertainment news plus media review. Until then, my name is Usman Ibrahim Mara. Take care.
Representing the Lion Mountain. Now we there. Now we there. Now we there. Representing the Lion Mountain.
First name Nabi, Sarah the Lower. My Portuguese called Pedro da Cinta. Sarah the Lower, beautiful name which simply mean the Lion Mountain. After that man, the name changed to the present name now, Sierra Leone. With much pain and agony, we fought for common on a British colony. Finally, we gained independence, 1961, man, April 27. Then comes the green, white and blue, the coats of arms and the national anthem. If you can remember, in those days, the shilling and the pence, so God now be find them. Street lights can make the city bright, even if not net, they look like Santem. Blessed with natural resources, musicians get golden voices, footballers with the 1-2 passes. No other salon we no get man past this. With day and we they represent the land of joy and happiness. The green, the white and the blue, the Lion Mountain, the land that we love.
Now we there. Now we there. Now we there. Representing the Lion Mountain. Now we there. Now we there. Now we there. Representing the Lion Mountain.
Yo, and you are proud of me people, proud of me land, proud of anything we come on my land. I'm proud of cacao, proud of my mind, proud of me pepe and the country.
morning and welcome to Sports Updates. We'll start off with what happened inside the Salone Premier League as Coach Mohamed Lamin of Eastern Lions don't win the Coach of the Month for May. In this time for the Player of the Month, now goalkeeper for Wilberforce Strikers, where Francis Koroma will win the Player of the Month for May. Manchester United and Ivory Coast forward Amad Diallo don't become the youngest Ivorian scorer in a FIFA World Cup history with 23 years and 11 months. And Premier League players don't make headlines inside the World Cup. So 10 of the 19 goals have been scored inside match day 4. Now the FIFA World Cup don't be scored by a player with a play in the Premier League. So it means the Premier League players don't really show some strong outcome in the World Cup. So it's coming home for England, not in football but in drafts, as Luke Littler and Luke Humphries don't win the World Cup of draft, beating the Netherlands in the final. Could this be a way forward for the Three Lions? After this morning, I'll list get for you inside Sports Updates.
Hello, good morning and welcome to the Tuesday edition of the Entertainment News here on the Epic Morning Show. Me, now Big Daddy. Starting here with Obasi, of course, the former husband to Judy, we now currently the wife to Yul Edochie, don't recently come out on the Honest Bunch podcast show where he say he married Judy at 27 years and a parent than before. Now he sponsor practically everything. Even after that, he be sponsoring brother, but yet still Judy be end up for left out. Of course, that story is one of the trending story right now. And away from Judy and in former husband, well, bless up to the brother as DJ Khaled congratulates legendary Ricky Ross for a successful showing, gets the 5th annual Ricky Ross car and bike show. Of course, you know how he can get down, so big up to Ricky for that. Also, the EP track list, of course, for Faceless is officially out, and I see 7 songs here, and of course we get some big featuring. That self we'll get into at 4. Well, public notice from Worldwide Creative Media. Well, I share this notice say Stazzy don't notice say there is a certain person where they use the name when a Nelson, and of course they go and scam people. So and say do ya and want let the public know say whatever way somebody want for do, let them work directly with Worldview Creative Media, because you know get nobody to that name day and share this particular post on your official page. And also King Boss Ellie, the CEO of Red Flag Music, of course is back, and this one classic. So it gets a new song when a jealous a feature April from the Eminem's music. And from the T-Virus Entertainment present Marie V. Okabom Katimine. Well, I hope I pronounced that one fine. Song title All Kind, dropping very soon. And finally this morning, where something big is coming from King Komsise, Dance will be out soon. This is all we get for you this morning here on the Tuesday edition of the Entertainment News. Me na Big Daddy.
I get morning, afternoon, it's all day so calm. I know the fed for impress nobody. Now me real life I they live and know they fake come. I they cut me good to me size. But the money you know they full up me eye. That in all they satisfy. where you get your peace of mind. Nothing better pass peace of mind. Peace of mind. Peace of mind. Nothing better pass.
Sometimes then day when things they go wrong in the community and people they keep quiet. But for keep quiet, not to fix the problem. Now that's make Epic Radio they bring to you blowing the whistle. Blowing the whistle like a radio show. Who say ordinary people them go talk about what's in really they happen. Now the community them. When are from bad road, no water, poor service, unfair treatments, and corruption. So now this show, where they call out things them respectfully and honestly. And when something good they happen, where people they make progress and real change in their life, we also they talk about time. This time you chance, follow you speak up, and follow the hear your voice, and follow you ask questions when they go answer. Whether you live in a town or in a village, whether you young or you a woman, or whether you a community leader or a concerned citizen, this show not for you. We not just they talk and forget, we they follow up with the issue, so something happen. Blowing the whistle, your voice, your community, your power, only on Epic Radio 99.3 FM.
I hope that our visitors would listen to this song carefully, because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign press. Bad things are blown out proportion and spread all around. But the good things of the island they will never mention. Like our scholars have sit and passed every test. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. You know our music is rated amongst the best. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. But if a man steal a mango or breeze blow up a woman dress, bet your life we making headline in the foreign press. True, true. Lamba bombe fa, lamba roba, lamba de la de tila roba, la domba, tila na. We had a little riot in this town. The headline it got, you'll swear the whole island was burning down. But I had to laugh when a visitor turned and said, what the fuss about? This happens in New York every day. You know our sportsmen are rated amongst the best. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. All the lovely buildings which shows our progress. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. But a little shanty town and a woman in a ragged dress. Bet your life it making headline in the foreign press. True, true. True, true. Palabadoma, labadomba, palabare. We have been under colonialists and suffering under imperialists. Now we want betterment. They're writing about communism when the only kind of ism we know about down here is sufferism. When a visitor say this island is a lover's nest, I want them to write about that in the foreign press. When they say our hospitality is really the best, I want them to write about that in the foreign press. You know our music is rated like our scholars have sit and passed every test. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. You know our music is rated amongst the best. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. But if a man steal a mango or breeze blow up a woman dress, bet your life we making headline in the foreign press. True, true. Blam, bam, boom,
Eleanor Roosevelt once said, nobody no go make you feel inferior or lesser without your consent. Hello and welcome to the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, where they come to you on 99.3 FM, Radio Garden, Facebook, YouTube, and also through the website at myepiconline.com. You can also listen to the program through Zimi Radio 107.5 FM in Saipujeon District. Mina your host, Marion Precious George. And inside the show this morning, government cracked down human trafficking syndicate now at a low. And President Bio traveled to Mauritania for high-level talks on regional peace and security. APC party released voter register set date for constituency elections, and AIG Sylvester Alpha called for discipline among school picking following the arrest of 39 school picking for several school reasons, violence. All of the stories plus the review of various newspapers they inside the show this morning. And for joining me to discuss the issues, I get inside the studio James Kabaramane and Reginald Brian Ojukutusoya. Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Marion, and good morning to our listeners out there.
Reginald?
Good morning, Marion. Good morning, listeners.
Okay, straight off, we'll look at stories reported on the front pages. And my first take now the Global Times newspaper. Top story, James Bio transforming road safety in Sierra Leone. And another story, Diana Konomani pays tribute to Honorable Alhaji Minkailu Mansare, National Chairman APC. A big banner headline reads inside the show, unregistered conveyance, controversy over sale of landed property at number 2 Signal Hill Road, and transforming Sierra Leone universities into engines of economic growth and national prosperity. Finally, MMTU UK alumni donate ICT items to Alma Mater. All of those stories you go get at the Global Times this morning.
The Concord Times newspaper, the main banner headline story reads, President Bio months with APC. Gets the photo of the late chairman of the APC party, Minkailu Mansare, and also with President Bio. We get another story. In court, police tenders human skull allegedly used to make kush. Another story, SLPHA's company secretary educates FBC students on ports operation, gains and future plans. Another story, responsible journalism key to economic growth. They quote the MRCG chairman, Dr. Francis Soa Esquire. And the final story, Jagaban's heavyweights declare support for DIBA. All the story you will find at the Concord Times newspaper.
And away from that, I'll take the Premier News newspaper. Top story, High Court delivers lifetime for heinous child abuse. And layoffs eat hard in Moyamba and Bonth. Day of the African Child, ensuring safe water and sanitation for every child in Sierra Leone. And this is according to UNICEF. And Bio Dangote forge regional partnership. All of the stories plus also in this issue, they are the Premier News this morning.
With me, I get the Awoko newspaper. The first story reads, Mines Minister to press for regional production hubs and local beneficiaries at AEF. Another story, APC Chairman Alhaji Minkailu Mansare dies in Dakar while seeking medical treatment. Police detain 39 students following rioting incident in Freetown. Another story, every tree planted is a promise to the future. Chinese Embassy, MRCCE, launch climate change and more stories you go find the Awoko newspaper.
And my final take this morning at the Independent Observer newspaper, top story: Action Aid Sierra Leone sponsors Best Journalist Award. And digital sovereignty: why nations must reclaim control of their digital future. A big banner headline: when lawyers lost their voice. And also 1% community development agreement, a struggling development in mining community. All of the stories you could get now the Independent Observer newspaper this morning. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and we will discuss a range of issues this morning, as I make mention of the several issues them where we talk about. We look at the very first one we get for do it, the arrest of some people where they into human trafficking syndicate. Usai, the Minister for Internal Affairs, AIG retired Mori Lengo Esquire don't reiterate zero tolerance stance against transnational organized crime. Usai issues stand warning that anybody we involved in human trafficking and scam network go face full force of the law. He said this way if they receive major intelligence briefing on illicit QNet operation Nawatalo. Usai assured the public that then don't apprehend suspects and then go thoroughly investigate and prosecute them. He also said they don't reinforce national security directive and urge the Saloon police for implement enhanced security framework them where go foster active community collaboration for completely root out the network here from the country. And well, the minister in directive follow one massive intelligence-led raid we then conduct on Thursday, the 11th of June. Usai, a joint team of Saloon police personnel then from the Waterloo division, able for capture some people them now inside some compound in Waterloo, where then say then they into suspected trafficking syndicates, and during the raid then be able for get all of 12 individuals them we make up of 9 men and 3 women who side and say then they into cross-border syndicates we then they investigate right now the transnational organized crime unit Toku. I will start with Reginald on this particular issue. Now, looking at QNet, not today at the force with the Aibo QNet, and we don't see several rate of people that we don't make mention of, QNet being a syndicate of human trafficking, but it seems as if they are still in the business and people are not learning from past mistakes and then continuously they able for win people them over into the business we they can tell them say now a legit something, but at the end of the day it can turn out to be something we very, very illegit.
Thank you very much, Marion. Like you rightly say, this is not a new phenomenon. Not something where we don't hear for quite some time now. People are on the talk about this particular QNet, the activities where they don't they embark in and all, and how they don't they slow to speak scam a lot of Sierra Leoneans, and also other concerns that we come and get for deal with how they don't they ensure say our government ensure say they protect the citizens. When I look at the list way of course or the notes that comes from the Minister of Internal Affairs, AIG Mori Lengo ASQ, confirming or reaffirming that government in commitment for combat this human trafficking and transnational organized crime, and also he warned people on the criminal network. And we all know how QNet don't they? I mean, from the one when they come into this country, how they don't they talk say, I mean, we will give visa, we will do this, we will do that. And we know say we country where we get with all due respect, majority of we Sierra Leonean brothers and sisters, the amount of people that we know to litigate way smaller, okay? So the litigates and occupiers the litigates, so to speak. And all. I think the question will come to mind as to now waiting government really don't do, because it's not about just talking about this. This has been an activities going on for a very long time. The last time we even get one way come where they call super advertise or so. We see how they themselves come and exploit Sierra Leoneans and all of those other things. So I think one individual we involved in this human trafficking, fraudulent scheme, illegal QNet related activities, or say them go face prosecution according to the Sierra Leonean law, I think we should have gone beyond this particular thing now. And all, even though we understand 12 suspects, including 4 nationals, don't be arrested during the raid, and also then say the other one them escape, and or they remain at large and able to see them it according to the write-up we'll see for them. But again, what are some of the enhanced security measures where governments don't put in place? We have to take that into consideration as well. I think Sierra Leone police really gave us strengthening the security framework and deepen this community engagement for prevent the resurgence of something like this again, because community policing are one working way, because most of the activities are so they can. And we come into the transnational investigation now, Mario. We say the arrested suspects and don't be transferred to Toku, where we know that the mandate for look at some of the things and then comprehensive investigation and highlight and cross-border nature of the allegation operation will be communicated. I think it's all about, it's not about I mean, of course telling us, but people really want to see how speedy this investigation will be and
come out with a report regarding the investigation.
A comprehensive report where we were able to ascertain as to what to make this happen, and also set some lasting precedents we will make something like this not go resurgent again in the near future. Community vigilance, we see the minister they encourage them as well. I think it's about high time, because again, if we don't be security for one another in the communities, something like this then will always come. And this national security priority, and our way we know in our government in your responsibility and if ensure say then provide or protect the state, and it fall between the purview of the Ministry of Internal Affairs. So to crown it all, Marion, I think kudos to Toku, the fact that they've made 12 arrests already. Investigation is ongoing. For now, the fact that investigation is ongoing, I don't want to be speedy enough for come and say certain things. We moreover the police they report no come it. I'm sure they therefore cross-examine and therefore take statement from the individuals. And once they come out to the report, we self go dig deep into them and then furnish the public with the necessary information we then get.
Yes, Mane.
Yes, it's very difficult for me for make something like this way. Then bring him Kenneth name into them. You know, over the years, people don't brand Kenneth to be a criminal entity. You know, most people will come on media. Some will say they get court case, they're gonna court. We don't get beaucoup court cases where they say now Kenneth staff, purported Kenneth staff them, they dupe people. Well, you want for no say Kenneth are one organization where I feel say people they misrepresent them. You know, because from this, what I get from the right up, there is no evidence for sure say these people are Kenneth staffs in the first place. Like, I don't know how the police manage to know say they are.
You're saying an impersonation?
It might be an impersonation, Mario, because I have dealt with Kenneth personally, and I know what then they do, because I have benefited from Kenneth, as I say, and it's not with another say with any hesitation, because I have benefited from it. I don't move for know the activities where they do the manufacturing. Like for example, the wristwatch I'm using, it was what manufactured by Kenneth. So now Kenneth property this. So people they misrepresent this company. No, most times they may come. First time people they come for no Kenneth, they don't misrepresent them. So that misrepresentation they go on. So I am not saying that what the police are doing is wrong. It might be say maybe they don't get one or two evidence, but Kenneth not even get officer in a salon. They don't even get staff in a salon. If every year for that Kenneth for tell people say these are the activities that they do. Every year they take one journalist from salon for Kego, that the headquarters where they get in Malaysia. Okay, ask any journalist will tell you. Most journalists don't benefit from that opportunity. Just for letting you sell them brand, for make you know the activities of them, they take Sierra Leonean journalists and take them go to Malaysia, saying this is what we are doing. So waiting people that they do now Africa or now Salon or Ghana, so it's complete misrepresentation. They misrepresent them. Yes.
So the security sector are aware of the fact that you get Kenneth with an authentic brand, and you get some set of people with a claim or be Kenneth.
They know that because Kenneth every time they see that they bring out right up. If you check by the media, the website, you see Kenneth they bring out right up, but they say any criminal activities where they go on, people that use we name, it is not us. It is not coming from us. Because QNet don't get office now. And they don't get staff now.
QNet not get office now.
No, they are not operating.
QNet not get office now. They need operate now. So, but for the fact that then they take journalism from Sierra Leone, they mean say them for register them business.
Because they don't misrepresent them.
And they're supposed to register them business. So the security sector go no say this is the authentic QNet and this is the one that they
I guess we've done that because the first way they misrepresent them, I think they call over 500 journalists. Now, I think it was in Aberdeen, one of these hotels in Aberdeen, on the press conference, wherein QNet explained their activities to journalists. And most lawyers were there, most journalists were there. So, and a lot of questions was asked on that day. So, from then, QNet begin to find out, say, they don't be misrepresented. So, from then, they begin to see, they want for clean that bad name they give them. So most times they take journalists and get them go.
So apart from taking journalists as well,
and they have been doing PR. Most of the time they do PR.
The security sector need for no. Then you know things that they need for engage the security sector as well for make them know if these are authentic QNets will command them or not.
Or they impersonate the brand. Be in charge of QNet activities as Salome. We don't do that. They don't meet a lot of security personnel. So they don't explain to them. Even if you watch now. Upcon or Ferry Junction, you see security at a big banner that QNet is not a criminal entity immediately. So, as I say, it might be say these people are misrepresenting these organizations, which are failed. Say
you don't ever get them from them as well.
Say.
Then they misrepresent them or then they impersonate them.
Because if we don't know, we don't deal with the company and know say this company is authentic, and then here is other people that say.
Then don't ever come out plain and say they have been misrepresented
I think they have misrepresented, Marion. Me, I can tell because we don't deal with them personally.
So I'm saying coming from the horse's mouth.
Yes, they have done that because they do some media tour some time back. I think 2 years back they did some media tour. I think where they engaged the broadcast media, print media, and electronics media, and all I want them in social media as well. They did that. So then come out plain. Some of the guys the way me they in charge come out plain and say, no, this is not us. So I think they get a lot of work for do as well. From that angle, whilst the police themselves get a lot of work for do, in that for able to identify these people. Because as I say, they don't have an office here. Me, I don't know, maybe I stand to be corrected, but they don't have an office here. And what these guys are doing is bad because if they bring out an authentic organization in him into them things they are, it's very, 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 very surprising anyway. So as I said, QNet need for do more. They need for come out again, come out to the security and say, this is not us. We don't know them people there. We not get organization. And what the police are doing, we and the people that not get business, so now go ahead with the investigation. Okay. I think that's the best they have to do.
Okay, we move away from that and look at another issue. President's Bio don't travel to Mauritania for high-level talks on regional peace and security, accompanied by the President of ECOWAS Commission, where His Excellency Dr. Omar Ali Touré, and former Speaker of ECOWAS Parliament, Honorable Mohamed Sidi Tunis. And the visit, according to ECOWAS, form part of the ongoing regional effort for strengthening cooperation and coordinate responses to the involving security challenges where they confront West Africa and the Sahel region. And also during the visit, President Bio go hold high-level consultation on security situation at the Sahel with discussion them where they expect for focus on terrorism, violent extremism, transnational organized crime, and illicit trafficking. We don't continuously be threats and they undermine peace, stability, sustainable development across the region. And this is according to ECOWAS. And President Bio left the country yesterday for attend this meeting, Reginald, talking about ECOWAS and, the high-level engagements on, peace, security, and regional peace, to be specific. What do you think, say, need for be done more than engaging or the engagements the way they don't do over the years?
Thank you very much. The president in tenure as the chairperson of ECOWAS, we all know say it's in days they're numbered now, unless maybe you get a re-election from the member. So you get a lot for do. Remember, say why then be elect President Bio for serve as the chair of ECOWAS authorities of heads of state. It been come out with some mandates. One of the mandates we come out with now. We talk about how we want for ensure say it promotes trade, among the ECOWAS region, and also promote a lot of other things, collaboration, talk about conflict management, and a lot of other things as well for countries where we know say they go through some amount of instability. Yeah, so this particular visit again to Nouakchott, Mauritania, not a one way, different from the one we would only see from President Bio on the engaging. I think the visit highlights by ECOWAS and Mauritania and have made a work together against this terrorism, as you rightly mentioned, violent extremism, organized crime, and illicit trafficking as well. Yeah. And we know say President Bio a part of his mandate for ensure say continue for champion dialogue, collaboration, collective regional action, and also for address West Africa security challenges. So looking at the visit that he made, I think say presently we know how the continent face a lot of challenges. Moreover, now you get the resurgence of the Sahel state and most of other things them. And he shocked himself was for tell you say this country presently Mauritania and one way, in fact I want for move them qualifiers them. They don't want for the play qualifiers them in CAF again. They want for move from CAF I think go to Asia or so. That conversation was on and all. It tells you that if more attention will be given to them, we'll just make quick one money and you say Mauritania don't switch from Africa, maybe don't go to Asia or whatever, because the plan was if we don't begin for the RIECO. So I think President Bio has a lot to do for ensure say he tell them, he underscores the importance of the partnership between ECOWAS and Mauritania in promoting peace, stability, and sustainable development. I think he has to do that. And he also gave a tell them against this united front against emerging threat where Daniel also knows some. So I think Marion, what I would say in summary, this particular visit supposed for reinforce regional efforts for make we combat insecurity in the between the Sahel region and strengthen cooperation between ECOWAS and Mauritania for lasting peace and stability in West Africa. So I think we are the meeting. The President Bio left yesterday. I'm sure today is the dialogue will continue, and at the end of the day, we hope that President Bio knows already what he's going there to do. Will be able to accomplish all of those tasks before coming back to Sierra Leone. It's a very huge mandate, but I sure say we're able to succeed at the end of the day.
Okay, and we just don't be joined by Dr. Victor Moina inside the studios. Good morning, Doc.
Good morning, Madam Mayon, and good morning, Sierra Leone.
It's been a while.
Ade.
Anyways, we will discuss President Bio in travel or a visit to Mauritania for high-level talks on regional peace and security. Now, the ECOWAS done do several engagements in terms of peace and national security, especially where we see some, countries they move away from ECOWAS, the Sahel states, and this again, ECOWAS saying one thing we not good for the region, where they make a lot of people they doubt the powers where ECOWAS gets for able for retain the country that were part of the union so far. So what do you think about them engagement here and the one in Mauritania? It could make any difference this time around?
So when you study something on regional integration, when I would say am I knowing, you find out say for let you become a complete regional integration, you get forget economic integration, you get forget political integration, and you also get forget security integration. Now, for the past years, where ECOWAS done the strengthening itself, we find out say even the movement of free people, now where you fly. If you take transport, motoka from here to Guinea, if you count how much you spend na road, then I say from here so to Liberia, or I say from here so to Ivory Coast, or to other parts of West Africa, it's expensive. The easy way to make Mauritania, they actually pull out of the Sahel. There was a lot of controversy with regards to the contribution of Mauritania with regards to the regional integration of West Africa. See, most of the one that we do temple run, through Mauritania in the past. Even there was a time where we get issues of pirates, where we say pirates in our high seas. And most of them, behold Mauritanian nationality. So the issues we Bidon come up with was a lot. Now I believe this way originally talks in Mauritania, they think for joining Asia on what grounds? Geographically they are not connected. Yeah. Politically they are different. But I'm not going to surprise because even Haiti joined the African Union. So, and Haiti, they now the Bahamas, like now the Caribbean island. And if you look at geographically, we are not the same, but culturally, politically, we might have a lot of different, a lot of similarities. Same with Barbados, same with Jamaica, same with other countries that within that region there. So I think it is but important that we actually highlight which are some of them in there, because if we look at the trade where they go on within West Africa, the interstate trading, it's quite a lot. Like now something where if we begin for quantify them in financial terms, we get a lot for gain than we get a lot for loss if Mauritania not actually deal with we. If you deal with we, Mauritania, they do a lot of this transatlantic trade business. Some of the things where we get now, so if we can go, then we export them. Okay. Coming from coconut oil, from palm oil to even we oni and all of these things. These are things where they bring in finance into the country, and that's not something where I believe say ECOWAS now are lost. The same with the other three countries we say on the left: Niger, Guinea, Conakry, and I think it was Mali. We say then in the left the ECOWAS, and I believe so that is why they are actually cajoling them, because if you look at the 16 states of ECOWAS, among ourselves we are very strong in terms of economic diversity, in terms of political divide, in terms of most of the things. You see the way issues happen, we they easily coming to help for one another than we wait for other person. Look at, I can give you a classical state of a saloon where we get war. The role where ECOMOG play, it was quite significant. Even in Liberia, when from then Victor Malo, they all come on kind of salon. You find out say ECOMOG as a standby force is very much active than the one where African Union gets.
So the Sahel states not be know that?
Well, I am just saying that these are some of the reasons why ECOWAS they actually pamper it. They might know the reason, but they also get their own reasons where they not actually state them out to wait to make the one left. So we cannot speak on behalf of them because you can only talk on what you know. What you know, that person not go actually. This is why sometimes when I even lecture, I can tell and say, anything we see happen, there are two reasons.
Okay.
We get the overt reasons and we get the covert reasons. The overt reason we can often be the obvious reasons. I wait till they hear you on the radio.
Okay.
This and that happen. But the covert reasons are waiting to go on in between the meetings, the closed door discussions. You can't hear these ones except you're a diplomat. And diplomacy not permits you for you actually come out and say, now this and this now the thing we make we want for do this.
Okay.
So this is something that is very much deeper than we can often imagine and discuss. But always they say we wish President Bill go able to get them for come on board because.
So that the question I just want to ask: you think say President Bill will succeed under this tenure for bringing these countries back to ECOWAS?
So just like yesterday, I was on another media, Eco Media, and me and Angola Valley BDT talk. One thing we noticed about President Bill in diplomacy skills is very strong.
Okay.
Now that make even diplomatically Salon really don't move with mission. Before now we began something like 16. Now we have over 42 missions all over the world, and that diplomacy then is something we I believe say they bank on.
Okay.
For like we forget them. Yes, ECOWAS gets a lot for do. Imagine say we are hosting ECOWAS summit in Sierra Leone now in November. And we are having a lot of these people come on board for can discuss some of these pertinent issues. We mean say for the sub-region, we are going to discuss the politics of the sub-region.
Okay.
We are going to look at what could change the sub-region, what could bring in some things we not get as a region. And this will be very much optimistic for them. And if you're able to do them as the head of ECOWAS for now, ECO don't get a landmark achievement when you for say no, but this and this, now doing me tenor, I before do this and this, and I believe so that they try for do.
Okay.
Because there is something else we are also very much glad for President Bill. He's bilingual, and most of these other countries and they speak French as maybe even if not the official language, it might be the conversational language, and incapable of understanding better and try for discuss with them. I follow down the way Igbo Burkina Faso. I believe so I'll be first them most of the conversation we be get with the Burkina Faso leader was in French. And
okay.
because of that, like Frenchman, I actually lived in a French country for six good years. When you talk French to Frenchman, it actually feel like say you know brother. And when I came for discuss further than that one way you have to do through a translator or something of the sort. So I believe say with all of these things, you have to bring in something more diplomatic for we. And of course, along again at the end of the day, because we'll get a recognition, say our president be one of the people that we try for unite and unify ECOWAS.
Mane.
Yes, I just want to remind people that this President Bion did. I mean, one of the 4 cardinal points that we may put down, we may objectives them we may win, where they may elect them for become ECOWAS chairman. I may say we want for rebrand the face of ECOWAS again, and also bring back people that we may not left the ECOWAS community.
Yeah.
Yes, so I think he's trying to do that. We try to achieve that, you know. He will say we'll bring back peace, he can bring back funding, and also re-establish relationship with people who don't left. Yes, and so having this conversation for go back to Mauritania and see how he can bring them back, not just to highlight the benefit and the loss we will get. So if we not get them back, it means ECOWAS is going to lose a lot. ECOWAS state will lose a lot when it comes to business trading, and now they go for it will affect the ECOWAS region as well, you know. And if I now say ECOWAS really not get, I would say funding, you know, it is one of the things President Bion will talk about. So create more funding. You see, they lack funding, and some of the things that they want to do, they do because that kind of funding for do them. So these big Sahel regions, where they opt out, so if I now say much money, you know, they can say because their contribution to the ECOWAS it's very huge, and so. And I think so President Bion achieving this one, because with all the lights, it will bring more praise to them and also praise to Salone. So it's a good one. For CC, try to achieve that as well.
Is it about losing members of the community, or finding out, waiting at the reason we make then they left the community and work on those issues?
I think the purpose is about bringing them back. It's not about finding why they left. If you want to see why they left, it could be a long ride.
For bring them back, you get for listen to them for no. Waiting at the reason.
I think ECOWAS will know the reason we make them left, because they may come out openly to the world and say they are leaving the community. Mali, Mauritania, and other countries.
And work towards the reason.
Niger as well. Say they left the ECOWAS. I think one of the reasons that I think they normally even forget this. ECOWAS don't be for they on their side, because ECOWAS they oppose them and this cool way they do political which is them get. So ECOWAS not be there in their favor. ECOWAS will always oppose them, and they always see say ECOWAS has been one-sided. You know, sometimes ECOWAS will support here, ECOWAS not go support here. So all the reasons they make them say, it needs less for them in this community, make who left. But when they left, you find out say ECOWAS they lost more, because these core regions there, and they pay more money, more contribution to ECOWAS through business. You know, so if they could have left, so now that don't affect them greatly. And that, as I say, those are one of the things President Bion talk. Say go establish relationship again with the Sahel region, and so that's what he's trying to do.
Before we move on to another story, there is something we can normally not can discuss, but I'm going to say this because something within the bigger picture. These 4 countries with the left also get a rebranding strategy with the one for do.
Yeah.
The underlying country really support most of them is Russia. So for them getting alliance, and you know, say ECOWAS, they get huge financial support from US and also from the EU. Then they support most of them projects them. So for them leaving ECOWAS, it might be that they are going to form another supernatural body way will actually be supported by Russia. And you know, so Russia, they look for a footprint into how they will come into Africa. Like Africa is the place where everybody wants in the world. When you talk geopolitics, Africa is like the breadbasket of everything. We often look down on we self because we feel say the role they occupy in our global politics is just the primary producer. But without a primary producer, you're not able to get nothing when at the finished product. So all the raw materials that you're looking for in terms of the industries and the factories, they're in Africa. So building this strategic thing, look at Guinea, for instance. Guinea get one of the biggest deposits of bauxite. Even bigger than which we get in Salone. So if Russia able to get into that, do you know how much it's going to cost their industries? Do you know how much production is going to have for them? The same with Niger, the same with Mauritania. In fact, Mauritania now like a trade route. We mostly can be a shorter route to Europe, to Asia, to the other parts of the world. So coming forget the strategic alliances, then they trust me, it's not something that they want to lose.
Okay, we'll move away from that topic there and take this quick. Make I ask you one simple question. If something happened to your business or property today, how fast you go recover? Well, now this make you need German insurance. They know them for fast claims payment, so you go get back to business without any stress. Plus, them premium were very affordable and flexible, so it'll work for you. Call them on 088-220-137 or visit them at number 2 Adelaide Street inside Freetown and get insured today. German Insurance, them trustworthy and professional. And as well, you want one natural tea where go refresh your body. You look for something healthy and gentle on digestion. You want that tea where they keep you feeling fresh all day. Our tea, now the answer. They make them with naturally grown tea leaf and healthy, refreshing, and easy on digestion. With 100 tea bag inside every pack, you always get more for enjoy and share with other people. Our tea, natural freshness inside every sip. And this message, they come off from Carol. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and we'll discuss a range of issues. And we'll look at the final issue before we call Susai, Assistant Inspector General of Police Sylvester Sylvester Koroma, don't call for discipline among school picking following the arrest of 39 school picking for several school riotous conduct. Well, according to reports, police may arrest over about 39 school picking where they come out from different schools because of riotous conduct where they may involving along the Zonta bypass road na Brookfields, that now outside FSSG day. And then say this incident may create fear among other residents and students and police say they don't investigate this matter and then go charge the matter to court for as a way for deter the issue of riotous conduct among school picking. But make we listen short audio from AIG Sylvester Koroma and we discuss the issue.
SLP Media. I am AIG Sylvester Koroma. I'm the regional commander for Freetown West Region. I'm happy you are here. As you can see, across our hall here, we have up to 39 pupils from various schools, including the Collegiate, including the Albert Academy, including the St. Edward's Secondary School, including POW. They were arrested on Friday for riotous conduct and disorderly behavior around the FSSG, Convent, Service Street, Zonta, Tyke Street, and Congo Cross areas. This has been a kind of perennial problem. Every day after school, we have boys coming around that end, and they are fighting themselves for reasons best known to themselves. But it may not be very far away from their rivalries in the clubs. They have recruited themselves in the schools and also over the gas of these schools. Last year, I made visit to the POW, the Albert Academy, because there we have a problem of fighting between those schools. So I went there, I admonished them, I spoke to the teachers, I admonished the people that they should desist from such behaviors. Because as Sierra Leone police, we don't want to begin to hinder their careers in the future. I told them about the implication of getting you charged to court for a criminal offense. It's going to tamper with your future because we are going to have a print of AIG Sylvester Koroma, I'm the regional commander for Freetown West. Across our hall here, we have up to 39 pupils from various schools, including Collegiate, including the Albert Academy, including the St. Edward's Secondary School, including POW. They were arrested on Friday for riotous conduct and disorderly behavior around FSSG, Convent, Service Street, Zonta, Tyke Street, Congo Cross areas. This has been a kind of perennial problem. Every day after school, we have boys coming around that end and they are fighting themselves for reasons best known to themselves. But it may not be very far away from their rivalries in the clubs. They have recruited themselves into the schools and also over the guards of these schools. Last year, I made visit to the POW, the Albert Academy, because there we have a problem of fighting between those schools. So I went there, admonished them, I spoke to the teachers, I admonished the people that they should desist from such behaviors. Because as Sierra Leone police, we don't want to begin to hinder their careers in the future. I told them about the implication of getting you charged to court for a criminal offense. It's going to tamper with your future because we are going to have a point of view. So in future, when they ask us to give you a clearance, character clearance, that will feature in your character clearance. Maybe after 20 years, it will show that in 2026, you were arrested and charged to court for disorderly behavior or riotous conduct. So we formed anti-violence clubs there, and we asked the local policing partnership board to also intervene. We asked our CRD. They are always going to the schools and admonishing them about this kind of behavior. But it's not stopping, or it has not stopped, because we can only do so little to talk to them.
Well, that's not the voice of AIG Sylvester Koroma, where they talk about, the Sierra Leone police arresting 39 school picking them for several riotous conduct around the FSSG school area. I will start with Doc on this issue of riots from school picking them, then school rivalry, and this is as the AIG make mention, it's not the first time this done they happen. From where we they go school safe?
Not perennial problem.
It done they happen for a very, very long time. And it seems as if the police not able for put modalities or measures in place for curtail this particular act.
So basically, one thing we get from the whole interview is that this is not so something it's trivial. And something way deeper. If you look at, even from the time that we have to go to school, one school will tell you, say, I get beef for this other school.
Yeah.
Another school will tell you, say, oh, this school has not they perform, this school has not they do better. And this is something that it hinder with growth. I remember he make mention of something. Anti-violence movement, they start at the time that we will go to school. And I know they see them active as much anymore these days.
Yeah.
And we still get this issue where some of the school boys, them actually they believe, say, they should just go to school, just be calm, do things normal, and just move on. I remember the last day we fed, that's an image I be there SS3 night was when I be Edwards and Amadia. That feds not busy. And at that time they said then ban intersect. So the feds scatter the school, police can fire tear gas, the whole school scatter, like all my own and things like that. So if we get these issues and we get this anti-violence movement, the question I ask is, what to make it stop? Who that stop them? What's not be the issue? And make for understand, say, to some point, there were some financial issues, misappropriation of funds or something like that. I don't want just go into deep because that was what I asked the questions the last time. So if we really want to do this thing not to just the police, this thing not to just the school, this thing go back to the home.
Okay.
If the parents are able to control them, picking in a house and tell them, say, hey, my man, a school has any for Lego, not to for Lego, feto for Lego, make a la. I believe say it will be better.
But what of picking them where, go get that kind of training in now, also we come na streets now, different thing they do?
Precious, I can tell you, say, the picking get the longest time of the day na house. If picking come on a house na morning, 8 o'clock. By 2 o'clock, school long come out. From 2 o'clock till the next day, 8 o'clock, do you know how many hours is that? So the parents get more rule for play. Even most of these people that are getting involved in this thing, these boys, now peer pressure can do that.
Yeah.
Some of them are empathy, they don't begin put and say, Sam, but you pass that level, if not myself, I go do this, I go do that, or things like that. So this is something that I don't say I take the sides of the police, but again, everybody gets a role for play. Mind you, if they cause one problem right now, that whole side city they block.
Yeah, sure.
And movements spoiled for the day. So most of the people that really go for Gufene and Tomot, not going for access to place and pass through. So this is something that I believe it is very much important. But again, let's just talk this, Mr. Sylvester. We are big some of the English way you talk now for the talk for we. Because we go out understand.
Okay. The language, the English big, eh?
It's too big. Like perennial. I don't say when they say perennial na agriculture. Now plants we don't take years for go.
So for the broken down.
Exactly, because some of we not go better school safe. Now primary 6 now
for effective communication.
Yeah, so like you need for
yes. Okay. Mane, quickly.
Yes. So you know, this is serious. No, the issues very serious with school picking. Me self working pass at then schools then. I can wonder waiting boy picking they do that in school there. Why don't they go that in schools then? This story happen from where would they go school? No,
we all do it.
No,
all do it.
I think say the police have already solved that. You know, same for good school if you go to school. You know, for they around all the things that they cause and then they cause small riots there. So by then school picking and me. It is always a surprise me from the way they go school. They ask why we cause riots. Why in our school we go and our school we can't school for land book and at the end of it we go back now use. So why we always they cause problem? You know, it's seldom you some of them things that they happen in other parts of the world. You know, but let's go pick it become so riotous. You know, even with police there around, they're not even afraid. One thing I always know is indiscipline. Indiscipline from the home. And indiscipline from you, even you the students, you know, because if you are disciplined from the home, you know so your purpose for going to school for land book, and at the end of the day, if you return back now, do some house work them, and then you go back to your study, and then prepare for the next morning. That's not a disciplined student, a disciplined child.
Okay.
But this now,
if I have some, I will be very indisciplined.
You just say that some of the good things will happen for a disciplined child. No, these are some of the, but nowadays, you know. No, the time even for study, at the time people picking a dinner street. So indiscipline, I say, for all this, it comes from the home. Because if the home is not disciplined, the pick obviously not the discipline. And it causes more pressure to the teachers. And when you go to school, and when you go to the street, and you know, like the teacher can put discipline by you. And work now for lecture you, teach you, give you education. At the end of the day, if you want to discipline, be discipline can be discipline. Okay. So, and I think say for charging now to courts, all and are long procedures, you know. But all of the same, they are still.
Before you done, there is something where there was an institution. I don't know if it's still the one. Rather we get DEMS.
DEMS, yes.
Yeah, DEMS.
Now you know, so the human rights business now.
Yeah, say therefore.
they don't close.
But then and the way you see misbehave, where you see them carry go down.
See them carry go Kintom.
Morning 1 dozen. After 1 dozen.
I think that will help.
That will help a lot.
That will help a lot. And most people with the free. The moment
you
say human rights violation. They say that picking guy, you know, for beat person. This beating they will pull at school all night they are about picking nationality because they're not the discipline. And the Bible tells you we spare the God, we spare the peace.
Okay, with the pick calls now inside the show 07999949993. Call and make a contribution regarding the issues where we don't discuss so far inside the second segment of the show. Well, whilst we wait for calls, make I ask you one question. If something happened to your business or property today, how fast you go recover? Now this make you need J-Man Insurance. Then know them for fast claims payment, so you go get back to business without any stress. Plus them premiums, so we're very affordable and flexible, so it'll work for you. Call them on 088-220-137 or visit them at number 2 Adelaide Street and get insured today. J-Man Insurance, then trustworthy and professional.
Hello?
Yes, we got first call out the phone. Good morning.
Hello?
Yes, your name outside the call from?
Now, Paconte, we call from Ombon.
Paconte,
Mariam President, good morning.
Good morning.
How good morning?
Fine.
How na sleep?
Thank God, Paconte. Go ahead, make your contribution.
I tell you now, thank you. You see there with the king and now, they're not get discipline at all. One training they don't get. Even you big one step, if you talk to them at sleep, they're not the book you said. They're not the answer you. They're not the answer you said. They're still, we told you the school. Discipline the day. You know, after past 8, you know, they see one student in a street. One, you know, they see. You don't send the same in the school, in the 16. This is, even you see other parents will ask you, what will happen when they are street this hour? But now control not the say it's not even. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pakonte. 079-994-993, na the number for call inside the show so far. We got another caller. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, ma.
Yes, you name outside the call from?
I'm sorry,
yes, go ahead.
And what are the try for talk here? I want to talk about small thing concerning ECOWAS. ECOWAS, for me, then disappoint me. Because when I say so, ECOWAS will be not that ECOWAS they are the city. And what overthrow don't be in Africa, we see ECOWAS not take no action. Like this is neighboring country here. What did Muhammad Dumbuya do so to God? It not be support for Duam. For go overthrow the day of the hand, he said you pull in uniform, then he go to election. If you don't hand over the government to into the government, then he apply for say, well, Mr. Go and be president. If he win, that's because you have the people that look at the country. For you, now you overthrow, now you conduct election. The day of the hand, then you not even agree for let the big party then take part of the election. The day of the hand is when I win. And what I mean, I disappoint you, like nobody.
Thank you.
You picking them. And when you compare them, now we for control them picking there before they come on a treat. But we never control them picking there, then you come misbehaving and treat. But me, the big government, let this be pardon.
Okay.
And take half of me company compare them for let the government give strict warning for let this not ever happen again.
Thank you.
Don't begin misbehaving and treat, let them delete it up. But this one, the big government for let them left them. Please.
079-994-993. Call and make your contribution inside the show. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, your name outside the call from?
Good morning. This is Abakar from
Bakari, go ahead.
These are the things and this way we talk about the education we get class. They mean say the education we get class alone. When I read the right education and can talk. But if in education way it brings us to this kind of value, the limit that is saying for people only get to this kind of level. When you go to school, the limit to begin and at least business or other business can do. They grow the other things there. They already form teams to themselves. This one, they left the government how they want for study. Because the government in free quality education are the things and this way telling.
Okay.
Because they expect much. Come to ECOWAS. ECOWAS will not see anything tangible way with that. For me, His Excellency the President is the chair of ECOWAS. Even na ECO, because they expect say Africa for unite. Under him, now they will still get South Africa for let them then they come with this like to people there. Under him, when I elect them government.
Thank you.
Under him, now they see different things can happen. Thank you.
Yeah. 079994993 will pick more calls inside the show. Call and make your contribution inside regarding the issues we don't discuss. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Epic.
Yes, you name outside the call from?
Lamin Samuel Koyato.
Lamin, go ahead.
Yeah, even as the Epic wise saying this morning that it takes a village to grow a child. And so first in Yana Africa, now that to be believed. So we get governments then we believe in waiting with man and say they can no more than give few parliamentarian the money, and now you say you pass law say not for church people picking. Now you feed out, now they that the 10 the way been take a whole village for train picking in Africa. We know the students here, but now we parents they know they allow other person for train the picking them and make government therefore they get that. Until they count bad law, so we will get for reflect on their back. Picking na one person or two people na in the border. But believe you me, it take one whole village. Now that don't believe say for men now. For let it become a final society.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll take 3 more calls and wrap up. 079-994-993. Hello, you name outside the call from? Hello?
Hello?
You name outside the call
good
from?
Morning. Good morning, Mariam Precious Church.
Yes, good morning.
From Citizen.
It's been a while.
Yeah, very long. At times, I get time for call this station. At times, we call the diverted, go to WhatsApp call. We are not ever call WhatsApp call.
Oh, okay. Sorry about
that. The network system.
Yeah,
and we're talking on this ECOWAS community. Yeah, actually, President, they don't do easily good for well. You know? But in here, let's Sahel states and they, just like waiting one for the analysts say, Russia won't get a grip at Africa. They all don't turn to Africa. They don't say Africa is the melting pot of everything. I mean, so I don't know if President Bill do that. But my own concern, my own, at this present status with President Bill be as chairman of ECOWAS, waiting are we due political status of Yenga. Okay. Where they are threatening to use the advantage for settle this Yenga between and Guinea. But I'm afraid if we left Yenga, the other people, chairman who can take over, they say there's all the opportunity for channel Yenga program to ECOWAS and settle. Yeah, I guess we confirm.
Thank you. I think President Biobi don't inform we say the Yenga issue deal with AU at the moment, and AU they try for put things in place for see how they can resolve the issue. And if AU no able now, I think the issue go ECOWAS, something like that. I don't know if I had a mistake. Hello, you name us the call from?
Nina Bumper, the call from St. John.
Bumper, go ahead.
Yeah, you know we get for see is about the laws that we leaders and government in the good take like the Western world. The need for harmonizer. Because some of them think that it is the culture. Who violate the culture, it be abused towards it. Because the post force now get the responsibility. If you parents now picking they control you, now picking they tell you what you for do, then where you picking one common na say na streets na in the dress like for say to whom it come out, then you dey see the home back now the picking they determine for tell the parents them, the next they say they succumb. And in those days, no picking na picking. But if the home no they make way, how you feel say the school? Yes, the school can try in those of we own term. If you not go school, where they say that teacher they come the other day, they pick up you. Okay. Right? They not you, they call you front.
Thank you.
They give 6 court, 1 dozen. Then they push. Now both sides.
Okay.
It's about the government, it's about the laws them where official in count. They are we the parents them and most speaking and come over. The parents them all because they're not trained well at the post.
Thank you. One more call and we wrap up. 07999949993. Now the number for call inside the show. Hello, you name us the call from?
My name is Dan. The call from Bangladesh.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
When they blame the parents and the government, when they look in folklore, the way they say we all speak between Africa, just because of one of the pack money they give them. We don't go to the for good discipline, and the police that tell me to the picking their right over me. The picking for control me, the police and they in a camp, and use that word they are making strong word. They are full act for police and the laws and this country there. So then they blame no parents, they not pack the blame to parents, pack every blame into the government. Pack bad law than in the county. And the repercussion on it.
Okay.
That single lawyer then pack and Nigeria to Boko Haram and calling on the country. You count bad law, you rob to all man. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, we'll not pick any more calls again inside the show. But Salon signed a lot of treaties, conventions, where it comes to the rights of a child and so many other things then. But you believe saying the Lord and they make picking and the behavior and the behave? Doc?
Yes, I believe that they will pass it.
Okay.
But we understand we be stubborn. And this generation we can so now it's one principle. Not a manner. That's a lot of the parents you picking the misfit. They like say go and not take on. We understand that we know that we wait and not take on. One slap in the reset you bring straight. But then too much of one thing is good for nothing. So wait to me to say the blame for be shared by everybody.
Okay.
Like if you remember how the menu and how you don't come also today, you know, say if not to be then contribution and they trust me, you know, for don't map it map so and this now just a concern where we all is. So on behalf of the callers and myself, one silent thank you for for what we do. Sorry I missed the earlier part of the program. I want to send my condolences to the All People's Congress. Of course, we lost a senior statesman. We don't serve this country in various capacity. Like how Muslims say, we pray say Allah will get good, and that's a good get Jannah at the end of the day. So thank you very much for having me this morning.
Yes, I want to say thank you to the callers them, and for their meaningful contributions that way they don't make. You know, as they talk say in the bad laws way, we continue don't go sign come. Yeah, and I want to be major easy down there. And so if the picking they become so righteous, unruly, and they behave like say as picking the police could forget a heavy work for do. Now they bring the law. And for men go men down. So men they continue. As the picking continue for be righteous, then self will continue for the street for the gather them, get them go court. Because when you have a good laws, you allow parents to train the picking how they for train now. Before police don't get this kind of intention. When we go school, we give you 2 slices bread in the morning. You go school, you run for canals for help you make in the kitchen for cook you eat in the afternoon. You sleep somebody wake you study. I shouldn't take me. But now, now the people they decide when they can schools. If they go close na school, it change. They say they go for let's say syndicate class. You know they can't say 8 o'clock na net. Wake come. They say go for camping. Oh, come on, this is just nonsense. You know you cannot train even train the picking well. You never get time with the picking.
Camping is starting from primary school.
I tell you, they begin camp from primary school. They camp do in primary school. Camping from primary school for NPIC. All that in a laziness. So you know, it's so sad. You know, we go out things the way they help for poor country. We deal with the government every day. They count laws and back with the help for poor country. But those that bring the laws, and they pick that get good skin in there, they can go overseas for go Lambuk. We not the poor ones, we not in the country for poor. Now make most of them they take kush now. Some man they order for do all other dirty work them. Because now that's the ones. Because now all to pick and now discipline. This is really pathetic as a parent. You know, it's so bad. But one for say thank you to one. Until tomorrow, it will remain epic radio.
Thank you, James Kamaramane and Dr. Victor Moina for joining the show this morning. Thanks to everybody who make the show possible. DJ Wonder, give you technical support na the studio. Abubakar Bendu, so you say make una always a civil live on Facebook and YouTube. The producers of the show na Fatima Talebi and Reginald Brian Ojukutu, so your executive producer Teresa Thomas. Until tomorrow, we will go join you again with another edition of the Epic Morning Show. Marion Precious, George, say do have a beautiful day and tata.